आज आम स्टूडियो अच्छा मिसेस शारदा घोष सी हेले इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ होटल मैनेजमेंट रो प्रिंसिपल एक गुरुत्वपूर्ण विषय आज आम आलोचना करवा से विषयटी है होटल मैनेजमेंट एज अ कैरियर. मैडम we will be discussing on a very important issue which is of great interest to the young lads in Bhubaneswar and other parts of the state. The discussion which we will be having, I am sure, will definitely give a good choice and option to the youngsters in and around Bhubaneswar and also other parts of the state. My first question, madam, to you will be, how do you see the hotel management as a career?
A very pertinent question, Mr. Panda. Let me tell you that Institute of Hotel Management in Bhubaneswar started in 1973, which is way before the IHM, the IITs or the IIMs or the All India Medical Sciences came, which itself reflects the popularity of this course. And there are hundreds of students passing out from many institutes in Orissa and in the country, and they are being placed in reputed organizations across the globe. So I look at hotel management as a very popular course, which not only helps you in getting a job, but it changes your lifestyle.
Wonderful. Now one thing again which I thought of asking you is, you being the principal of IHM, Institute of Hotel Management, would you please tell me pertaining to Institute of Hotel Management throughout the country and particularly about the Bhubaneswar unit? What is your take on that?
We are the Institute of Hotel Management, which is under Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. There are about 21 such institutes spread across the country, and Bhubaneswar is one of the most oldest institutes among all these 21 institutes. We have the flagship course, which is the bachelor's course in hotel management, and we got the master's course. And apart from this, we also have short term courses, which are 18 months and 1 year courses, which are different diploma courses. It could be in bakery or food production, or it could also be in accommodation operations. Similarly, for students who have done their graduation and looking out for certain quick short term courses which can help them to get better employment, they could also choose to do a post graduate diploma in accommodation operations. And we also run a few short term courses under Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, which are called the skill development initiatives by the department, which is the Hunar Se Rozgar Tak, which is about 3 to 3.5 months course. This is to help the youth of the country who are unable to spend money to acquire professional courses. They can get into this, which is a totally sponsored program, and they can see themselves placed at par with any other hotel management professional.
Great. One thing definitely you will appreciate that during the pandemic, among different industries in the country or throughout the world, the worst affected is the hotel industry, and I am sure you will definitely agree with me. Among the worst, many industries around has been, they were in big soup, but I personally feel, and you will definitely appreciate, that hotel industry is one of the worst hit industry during the pandemic. Do you think after the pandemic things are improving and the industry is looking up? What is your take on that?
Absolutely, Dr. Panda. Like I think the worst hit industry was the tourism and hospitality industry during the pandemic and even post pandemic. But then we are looking at good news for the industry. Lately there is a lot of movement and people have started coming out of their homes. So all popular destinations they have been really doing very well. People have also started celebrating different events like marriages and thread ceremony, etc. But under very strict COVID protocol, all the hotels are doing extremely well as of now, and we are looking at doing good in the coming days also, and touch wood that we don't have the fourth wave coming in. And looking at the hospitality,
what do you think
education,
is the occupation rate in the hotels now? A rough idea. I know it's not possible to tell the exact rough idea.
They're certainly doing about 60 to 70% as of now, but if you look at the weekends, especially in Puri, most of the hotels are doing 100%. And similar destinations where people are wanting to go during the weekends, or whether if it's a long weekend, they are preferring to go little further away. I see that the industry is doing very well, because this industry actually has faced a lot of challenges earlier also, whether it is the Mumbai terrorist attack or the tsunami or cyclone, if you take Orissa. They have always bounced back, and we are very positive that the industry will see good times soon.
Great, wonderful. Now, one thing which since we are talking about career in hotel management, I personally feel our viewers must be very much interested to know about the details of your courses that are being taught in IHM.
The flagship course, as I already mentioned, is the BSc undergraduate course, for which you need to take the All India Joint Entrance Examination in Hotel Management, which is conducted by a national testing agency. This is the same agency which conducts the JEE mains and advanced, and also the NEET exam. This is generally conducted every year. This year it is in June. The last date of the application is already done for this year, but there will be many institutes which would be taking in students directly also. So if you are aiming to take up hotel management as your career, look at some very good government institutes, whether be it the central IHMs. You also have 28 state IHMs which are under National Council of Hotel Management, which is a council under Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. There are many good private institutes also who are affiliated to National Council of Hotel Management, and try and choose best institute where you could graduate from. And once you graduate, even the sky is not the limit. Other than this, you could also look at doing a post graduation course after your undergraduation. This will help you to take up the national level teachers exam, eligibility exam, through which you could actually see yourself in working in any of the central or the state IHMs. Along with these two courses, you could also have the diploma course, which is generally an 18 months course. You study at the institute for a year, and then you actually go for industry exposure for 6 months. So, the certification is generally done after the 18 months. If you are a +2 student and you really are very keen to become a hospitality personnel, then you could actually look into doing a craftsmanship course. You could do it in food production and patisserie. You could also choose to do it in housekeeping. You could also be employee in the restaurant by doing a craftsmanship course in restaurant services, which is generally a year course. You need to study for 1 year at any of the institutes, and you need to do a training for 6 months in any of the hotels. Then you could get the certification, and you will see yourself placed in any of the hotels. If you are a +2 student and you do not want to study for 3 years, but you are looking at employment after just about 1.5 years, then you can go in to do diploma in food production. Food production or patisserie. You could do diploma in accommodation operations. You could actually choose to do diploma in bakery, which is a very popular course, which is many aspiring students are taking it. So, these are the few options. Other than this, many institutes also have the short term courses, which is about 2 months or 3 months.
That is also available.
That is also available.
Just I would like to say, since we are talking on this, for example, many housewives maybe some unemployed persons, they would like to be interested to join a 1 month or 2 months, certificate course in hotel management. Is that possible in your institute?
As I just mentioned that yes, there is an initiative by Ministry of Tourism, Government of India to give certain skills to unemployed youth, especially those who are from rural areas and are unable to actually take professional courses. For them, sponsored courses are there. They could actually go into any of the institutes and look for admissions. And we had a very popular course at IHM, which is the Housewife's course. We have not been doing it lately, but yes, there are opportunities like this. There are opportunities like this, yes. So even the housewives could actually look for courses if they have the time.
Now, one thing, since IHM is a big institute and it is under the Ministry of Tourism, do you all conduct big events which will be of interest to people in general?
Oh yes, we do organize many big events. Our biggest event generally is the annual food festival that we have. I'm sure everybody in the city is aware of the food festivals that IHM organizes, whether be it in the campus or also we participate in many of the international food festivals which is generally organized by the state, either at the ITCO ground or at the Janta Maidan. Food festivals definitely are one way of giving exposure to the students into different kinds of cuisines and also to cook in bulk. Other than the food festivals,
in such events, do you find the footfalls are very encouraging?
Yes, we always find the footfall very encouraging. In fact, there are people who eagerly wait for such festivals to come, because they get to actually not just eat good food, but also good ambience with very well groomed service personnel to serve you.
Now, when we are talking about placement, since we are talking of career, it's better to talk of placement. Now, when you are talking of placements, do you feel most of the students who come out from your institute, usually they join the hotel industry, or there are many other avenues for them to choose and join?
Dr. Panda, hotel management doesn't just actually mean that the students should go into hotel management, hotels only. Of course, though we generally mentor our students to pick up the best of the hotels that are available, but once you do this course, you can be placed in any part of the service industry. One good avenue for the students these days is the retail industry, whether it is food retail like the McDonald's or the Pizza Hut or KFC, who come to the campuses to pick up students.
Are there any instances of your students joining in any hospitals?
Yes, we do have quite a few students joining the hospitals, because hospitals also require support staff, and especially to take care of the patient management.
Yeah, right. Wonderful. Now, what I would like to ask you is, can you just cite a very unique distinction of your institute which will be of interest to our viewers?
At the beginning itself, I had mentioned that we were in Bhubaneswar, even more before than the IITs or the IIMs. That itself is very unique and talks about our popularity. But in 2018, we were approved as an incubation center. And I think among all the institutes in India, I think we were the first one to be approved by the government to operate as an incubation center to mentor and handhold startups. And today we have quite a few startups who are approaching us for mentorship and also incubation space. And we are happy to put this on record.
Great. Another thing, which I thought of asking you, is your institute in partnership with the state or union government in organizing some big events? Like, so many big events happen both in the center and also in the state. Do you think IHM is also partnering with them?
We definitely, you know, partner with many departments of the state government, because though we are under Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, our presence is in Orissa, and we join hands with many departments to take the state forward. The Department of Tourism, Government of Orissa is one of them. We are, you know, they often tell that we are part of the department. We work very closely with the Forest Department. We actually throughout the year we help in capacity building of all the eco tourism nature camps spread across the state. We are recently we have joined hands with Mission Shakti, and we are training 400 women to start their own enterprise in you know, every block in each district of Orissa. We work very closely with the state guest house of the city, wherein we help in grooming the staff, and also in you know, taking the state guest house forward. There are many other state government departments with which we are working. I just mentioned about our incubation center, which is, you know, recognized by Startup Orissa. The first MOU that we signed after I joined was with the Orissa Skill Development Authority. We are in regular you know, coordination with them to groom students for the world skill competitions that happen you know, every 4 years. And of course, with the government, central government, we are with them in all you know, central government initiatives, whether it is Swachh Bharat or Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, or in, you know, Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, and of course, I mean, we will be also organizing the International Yoga Day, which is going to be on June 21st, and for which
I understand IHM will be going for its golden jubilee very soon. What's I'm sure you must have lot of plans and programs in the anvil. Why don't you tell about that?
At the outset, I invite you, Dr. Panda, and all the viewers to come and join us for the Golden Jubilee celebrations, which we are going to start from 3rd September till you know, 2023 3rd September. We are looking at having mega events every month, and from September 22 we'll be having you know, exciting and very fruitful events, which is not just going to bring the industry and the institute you know, closer, but everybody, all the stakeholders of the state and the you know, country would be coming together, and we have plans of having mega food festival. We are having plans of doing a mega, you know, marathon. We are looking at different competitions at schools and college levels.
Great.
We are looking at having many hotel management institutes coming together to
they'll join with you.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. As the principal of the institute, I would just like to ask you one thing. Definitely you must be having some agenda. I'm more interested about the future agenda of IHM. Why don't you dilate on that?
Our immediate agenda is to ensure that from the new academic session, which is going to start from July, we would like to come back to what we were in 2020, and we are looking at time when all the students from across the country will be coming and taking the classes physically, and we will be forgetting about the hybrid or the online classes that we have been having so far. And we are looking at a vibrant institute again from July this year. That's basically our first agenda, to ensure that we try and do it with all the COVID you know, protocols, and but also try and give to the students what they have lost in these last 2 years. That's first on our agenda. Second, sir, you already mentioned that we are going to celebrate our Golden Jubilee celebration. So there is very active planning and you know, meetings and discussions happening, and you will soon see, I am sure that this channel is going to support us in making people know about what all we are going to do. I've already mentioned about the incubation center. Our next focus would be that to ensure that not just these people from Orissa come to us, but we will be trying to groom our students to start their own venture, and we will be hand holding them. So this is how we are going to move forward.
Madam, I would just like to request you to kindly share a very inspiring message for our young viewers, because they are real aspirants to join the hotel industry, and more so IHM. So what is the message from your side to them?
My message to all youngsters would be is choose a career which is very close to your heart. Think what makes you happy. Try and match that with the career options that are available. And remember one thing, that whichever course or whichever program you pick up is equally good. You don't need to be an engineer or a doctor to get recognition. Whatever you do, if you do very well, you will be recognized all over the world. Especially for those students who have hesitation in joining hotel management, let me tell you that this is not just a profession, but as I mentioned, it changes your life. So it's a lifestyle, and if you're looking for a future which is very challenging, bright, at the same time very exciting, then I think hotel management would be the right choice.
And one thing I would just like to ask you, that is, what are the norms to get into IHM?
For your undergraduate courses, I have already mentioned, you need to actually start applying for the joint entrance examination, for which the applications generally are notified in the month of January. So before you start taking your +2 exams, you could actually fill up the form for it, and the exams are generally held in the month of April. But because of pandemic last 2 years, the dates have been deferred, but we are looking at having it again as per our usual schedule, which is in April. Even the master's course, if you are a hotel management student and if you want to do a master's course, then you can also take the joint entrance examination by National Council of Hotel Management and join any of the 21 central institutes which are offering MSc courses also. For the short term courses, the notifications are there in almost all local newspapers. You can see the notifications starting from April, and the session generally starts in July. So you still have a lot of time. If you are aspiring to be in the one of the most exciting career option available, then try and come and meet us at IHM Bhubaneswar. We will be very happy to mentor you and explain to you the different courses that are available.
Thank you very much, madam. We had a wonderful time with you in our studio, and I'm sure the aspirants who wants to join the hotel management, they must be excited to join IHM. Bandhugano, बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.